It's warmed up since I was out there. Good morning. 23 below zero out here, according to my vehicle's thermometer. And that doesn't feel too bad out here. It doesn't feel too good either, but there's no wind. So that's a good thing. Because if there was wind out here, it would not be fun. And right now it's pretty fun. It's just gorgeous, calm morning. The Tetons are lit up at sunrise here. I'm making a few photos, and it's pretty great. So the clouds are okay, nothing too spectacular, but there's some kind of fog swirling around and stuff, so it's changing. The scene is constantly on the move, which is great. It gives me some different looks and different opportunities. I'm shooting with the D810 this morning on a 24 to 70 millimeter lens. Shooting mostly at the longer end of that, kind of zooming in on the mountain. If there were some different crazy clouds up there, more dramatic stuff, I would open up wider. But for now, this is working pretty well. The mountain, the direct sunlight on the mountain is just like boom, powerful, super powerful. And I'm also shooting here handheld when the moment strikes with the Fuji X-T20, which has been infrared converted, and that is like giving me super contrasty, really the mountain lights up just like a spotlight's on it. So that looks really cool, and I think those are going to be kind of my favorite shots of the morning here, just because they're so punchy, so contrasty, really powerful. So in the meantime, I'm just kind of hanging out here, waiting for different looks and just different photo opportunities. There's some cool clouds going on up there. And maybe I'll shoot some frosty covered stuff and some artsy fartsy landscapes too. I like doing that kind of stuff, and it's a perfect morning for it, with it being this cold and clear and calm. It's nice. So anyway, I'm just going to enjoy the view here and make an occasional photo as I feel like a photo needs to be made. All right, I'm officially chilled. A slight chill in the air. So sunrise, fantastic. Made a few photos of that. And now I'm going to keep moving around. I see some like fog lit up by the sunrise here in the trees, and some frost out there, and so I'm going to go look for critters and for kind of more intimate landscape opportunities besides just these big, beautiful mountains, which look extra wonderful this morning in the super frigid temperatures. It just, for some reason, just makes it look amazing out here. Not bad. I got a little bit of frost building up there. Not much. All right, I'm back in the car now, trying to warm up. Mostly my hands. Everything else was pretty warm, but my hands are definitely cold. It's warmed up since I was out there. I mean, it's better than nothing. Didn't get any colder, at least. Another nice little infrared shot there. Got the trees in the right-hand side of the frame along with Mount Moran, my favorite mountain. So, just gorgeous out here. I'm going to keep moving. There's so many good opportunities today. I want to keep going and see what else I can find. No critters out. I mean, I haven't seen anything moving at all. No bison, no coyotes. Nothing seems to want to get out in this cold weather today. But I'm out here. I love it. All right, I'm driving along out here looking for landscapey kind of stuff and critters too, and I'm not seeing any critters. But I do see a really beautiful set of critter tracks. I was driving along the road and I'm looking down into this kind of river valley here, and a critter, probably a coyote, maybe a fox, has walked by here sometime overnight or earlier this morning before I got here. And some beautiful tracks in the snow, and there's some nice texture on the snow, and a couple little remnants of a tree that are sticking up out of the deep snow. So it's kind of a cool little storytelling shot just of winter with the snow and the textures and the footprints in the snow. So I'm going to make a few photos of this, try a couple of different compositions, both vertical and horizontal, and zoom in and out on it. I'd love to get up nice and close to it, but I've got like a 50-foot embankment and then a creek, and so I'm just going to have to use a telephoto lens to get out there. This is the Sigma 100 to 400, because I could get close to it, but it'd be a lot of effort, and I'd get all wet, and on a 20 below degree day, I don't want to get wet. So I'm going to shoot it from up high, which actually gives me a real nice perspective on these footprints. And I've got a nice shadow, nice long shadow of the tree, and so it's a really pretty scene. And as I'm looking around, I see a couple of other interesting little photos that I can do from up here as well, with patterns in the snow and kind of icy, like creekside stuff. So I'm going to spend a few minutes looking down into this little river valley and see what I can extract out of there with the 100 to 400 millimeter lens. Look for some cool things to shoot, some nice compositions. So I'm shooting these first ones. I'm shooting at f11, ISO 64, and I'm going +1 on exposure compensation to keep the snow nice and bright white. And it's working out just right. Everything's exposed properly. The whites are very nice and white, and it looks great. So very nice down there, and that was kind of the area that I extracted that little footprint in the snow scene, and I like that. I think that's going to be a cool photo. All right, I'm going to keep going. So this will be it for me for the morning. It's warmed up to a balmy 11 degrees below zero Fahrenheit out here, which actually feels pretty good. The sun is just blasting out here, and it feels pretty great. But it is still cold though. But I had a nice morning, really like calm and peaceful. No traffic up here, hardly any traffic. Just quiet and calm and beautiful, and nice hoarfrost, and just doing some kind of intimate landscape stuff, the beautiful sunrise. looking for artsy-fartsy stuff to take photos of. And I really enjoy that, just having a nice, calm, relaxing morning and a nice time out here. No wildlife to speak of. That's how it goes. Mostly this time of year, especially up here in the northern part of the park, there's not much happening. Maybe some foxes or coyotes, occasionally a wolf, but I couldn't find anything today, and I'm actually not even disappointed about that. So, this is it. See you next time.